This is a tier 10 battle. Interesting setup by the enemy A div. You've got Rust and Oxide. That's clever. Oh, Ducky, is Oxide like your sub clan or something? Is that the idea? You know what I didn't do? It is a subclan, okay. You know what I didn't do, guys? I didn't look at Seabear's flags. I can't believe I didn't do that. So let's take a look at what our guy here, Mr. MN here, is running. What flag is this? Is this a Project Valor flag, I think? I guess. We've got credit reduction. We've got really? There we go. Okay. So we've got credit reduction, we've got Commander XP, Papa flags for free XP, we've got the Zulu flag for more credits, and Equal Speed Charlie London for more XP. So it's a good setup for somebody who's trying to grind this ship and finish it. Recruiter flag, yeah, that might be it. You're right, Sharkbait. Might be. If so, then this guy got a lot of stuff for free, which is awesome. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Wargaming is doing something special. I think it's every month, where the top 25 recruiters get a ton. It's like 8 or so premium ships. I mean, it's awesome. So they just give it to you for recruiting people. And they also donate to the Battleship Texas Restoration Fund or whatever, so that in itself is pretty cool too. Okay, I see standard damage control party. Don't like seeing that. Premium of that's good. Premium of that's good. I think that's a premium as well. I don't like using the stock module icons. I really like using consumable icons. I usually like using the other ones better. I use a mod that changes them to gold if they're premium. It just makes it so much easier for me to tell at a glance, am I running a premium consumable or not? So that's kind of nice. But anyway, so let's talk about the Ibuki. We've got 10 guns. These are 203mm guns. Pretty good range on the Ibuki. It has a heal repair party, so that's good. If you screw up a little bit, you can reclaim some of that lost hit points. Oh, we've got a scroller. Fartasian, watch out, we have another scroller. Anyway, what I mean by scrollers, you're using the mouse wheel up and down to scroll in and out instead of hitting the shift key to snap in and out. That's a player preference thing, of course. The other thing too about the Ibuki is it's got 10-kilometer torpedoes, 2 sets of them. They are mostly rear-firing arcs, but they can be useful if you're being chased. So Ahmed here is popping his scout plane. And my guess is what he's looking to do is he's looking to go for super ultra long range scout shots on ships, mostly the battleships, just to piss him off, get him shoot back at him, or he can move around and stuff. Seabear says he's tried to recruit people, and everybody already plays World of Warships. Oh well. Ducky says to try your League of Legends friends. And Sharkbait has confirmed the veteran's flag reads, "This flag is granted for inviting a friend to the game to play a battle with a tier 6 ship." So, thanks for confirming that. Now, the team has done an AC strat, which is okay on this map. Typically, BC is preferred. These guys, though, are entrenched in the islands. It's going to be very hard for these guys to take care of them, which means that the main push is at sea. So, what that means for you, Emir, is that you need to push and you need to get this Minotaur out. Switch to AP. He's turning out. No, he's not. What is he? Yeah, he's gonna turn out. He's gonna have to. And you have to be careful because you got that North Carolina that's in that spot. Oh, what is he? He's reversing. Okay. Now, the Minotaur's reversing, probably going to go for torpedo strikes on this Missouri here. There are some torpedoes going past the Missouri, so it's going to be interesting to see. Pretty sure those were the Minotaur's torpedoes, so he blew his load too early. Oh well. Now I do like how you are not getting too close to the action. You're staying back far enough to where you've got people in front of you that are going to be shot at instead. Oh, nice work on that Des Moines. Excuse me, guys. Very nice work on that Des Moines. Minotaur takes out the other Des Moines, but that other Des Moines lost a lot of hit points probably by shooting his broadside and stuff like that, so. Seabear says they won't talk to him after the incident. Maybe you can introduce... What incident? And maybe you can introduce me to some of your Candy Crush friends. Oh man, that is a diss right there. I love it. One thing too to notice about the Ibuki, it plays an awful lot like the Mogami did in the previous tier, where the turret layout is the same, the torpedo arcs are pretty much the same. Again, the big difference is you get the access to the range module, so you can shoot even farther away. I can't tell if he's using range or not off the top of my head. You could do reload if you wanted to be like ultra Death Blossomy, but personally I wouldn't do that. Yeah, it's an okay ship. It was better back when open water stealth fire was a thing, and when that went away, unfortunately it just doesn't, there's just not enough to compensate, at least in my opinion, for the loss of the ability to stealth fire. That being said, I really do like what you're doing. The other thing that you could do with the Ibuki, instead of playing like a second line ship like you are, is getting out on the flank. In other words, take your ship down to here. While these guys at sea push into B in the mid, you're down at the south there, keeping these guys honest. Shooting HE at them, maybe getting opportune AP broadsides if you need to, that sort of thing. So, I mean, you know, you try that. Okay. I'm gonna apologize in advance for any noise and stuff. Wife just came home from shopping.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Ah, the scrolling.
The enemy team has taken
Well,
the lead.
the guy that was pinging the minimap a ton just died, so maybe that means there'll be a little bit less of the minimap pinging. I don't know if I would have shot that. And the reason I don't know if I would have shot that is because you gave away your position. You let them know where you are, and your shots probably aren't going to hit. Yeah, see. And this is again where I would be turning south and getting behind this North Carolina and spamming him quite a bit. And yeah, okay. See, now you're going for the North Cal. The problem is putting yourself in this position is difficult because you can be focused by the Zao, by the Kutuzov, the North Carolina, the Conqueror. There's a lot of ships that could shoot you. You got to be doing something here. And if you wanna, you could go for that. Okay, North Carolina's gone. That was the big thing that was gonna hold you in check there. Alright, you've got a Kiev that's coming around the south here, so I'd probably be looking at him. The Fletcher is also coming north. I would probably be communicating with the team a little bit here, hitting F3 on those two destroyers to let the team know that these guys need to be watched carefully. And yeah, Shark, I agree. They are low on points. They're low on ships. They have to make a play here if they're going to win. And that play, it's going to have to be shooting these destroyers. Look at your Yamato. That Yamato there, not looking so good. Since the Fletcher was just spotted, probably going to be torped. Your Missouri is being farmed hard and going to die. Yamato will most likely be next. And unfortunately, it seems like the rest of the team up north just can't get it together. So this is a tough one. The good thing is that their Alsace and Yami are out of the fight. Yes. Yes, they're Alsace and Yamato here, if you look at the minimap, are out. But look at this. Missouri's got broadsides on them on the Iowa now. The Yamato can low pen the Iowa anyway. I don't... Alright, so we see some torpedoes coming out for this Kiev and the Conqueror. That's smart. Oh, but you got out of the cap. With just 9 seconds to go. Ouch. And here's where you could possibly ask the Des Moines for radar, because Kiev is probably in the Des Moines radar range. There's the Conqueror. Your torpedoes are just about to the smoke, so we'll see if they got lucky. Conqueror. Oh, they got lucky. Alsace rammed the Iowa. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Get rid of that person. And your torps are gonna probably... Nope. Oh, they did hit. 2, 3. Nice. Alright, Kutuzov broadside at you at 8 kilometers. Okay, so... I would have shot there. There's no point in waiting for that shot and then switching to AP. You should have shot HE, then switch to AP. See, by the time your guns load, look at that. He's already reacted to you, and he's already turned away. So you lost that opportunity by not having AP loaded ahead of time. Oh, you still got a Citadel because he turned back broadside. That's kind of weird. Probably to fire off his torps or something. Back to HE you go, I guess. And yeah, Sharkbait, this is where Expert Loader would have been very handy, because you could have swapped back to HE and still gotten him. But I mean, honestly, you were coming around that island and you saw him on the minimap. You could have planned for that shot much better. That being said, one ship goes away, another ship comes back, and the Kutuzov is choosing not to shoot you. He had beautiful broadside shots on you, didn't take those shots, so congratulations. Your torpedoes are back up though, and I think you probably could have gotten a torpedo salvo out on the Kutuzov before you went behind the island. But interestingly enough, your team has now kind of regained control of this game. 7 minutes left, plenty of time, as the Richelieu goes down. And we're going back to HE. Probably a good idea at the farther distance here. The big thing is, if you look at the Kutuzov is just farming your Yamato, and this is where you know what, you could try to get aggressive and spot the Kutuzov and AP him into the broadside and kill him, but in the process, that Yamato might blap you. And you're slowing down here where I think you need to speed up. I think you need to be... At this point, you got to put yourself out there as a potential target, as somebody for them to shoot at. Because without that, they're looking at everybody else. Oh, I haven't heard this tune in a long time. That's the old Victory song. Oh man, memories. This guy's a member of Boats. It's a good clan. Probably a good player, but his turrets are facing the Edinburgh, so you've got good shots on that guy for a bit now. Here's the Kutuzov again, and I would agree. Get this Kutuzov off the board. He needs to die. He needs to die fast. Fletcher is spotted. Des Moines should be taking him out. And yes, Sharkbait, I agree. The Yamato and the Alsace should not have chased by going all the way into the islands. They took themselves out of the battle. You'll notice the game's not over yet. The Des Moines is broadside. You could switch to AP and get both the Kutuzov and this Des Moines. Honestly, that's probably what I would do right now. Yeah. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for here. Oh, here comes carriers. Carrier drop, I mean. That's cool. See, like, you've got broadside shots on this dude. I don't know why you're not taking them. Yeah, North Carolina, this brings back a lot of memories for me as well. As our guy here gets cross-torped. Now, you took a torpedo and immediately DCP'd when you got that flood, and it might have helped to hold that a little bit, just in case the other torpedoes came into play. So you know that the carrier's in the islands now, which is obviously why you're being focused so hard. Here's where you would want to slow down a little bit, just so that you have more wiggle room. You're possibly going to turn back right into that torpedo. Yep, time for repair party. But yeah, I think that was a severe misplay not APing into the side of that at Des Moines. That was a beautiful shot that you didn't take. So I think overall you're playing the Ibuki smart. You're not giving yourself up too much for broadsides, for damage, that sort of thing. But at the same time, you know, you've got to be very careful because, you know, you basically, you don't do enough to really cause an impact in the flow of the battle. That's the problem here. That Des Moines should be dead. He's not. And the question is, where is that Des Moines? My guess is the Des Moines is right here. And if he's right there, he's got broadside shots on you. I don't know what this Kagero is doing up here right now. He's reversing. He must have beached. Or maybe he's trying to get this Yamato when he comes out, but Yamato's not going to do that. And Yamato, where are his turrets pointed? They're pointed north. Alright, so he's looking at the Edinburgh, I guess? Here comes the next set of torpedo bombers. Obviously you're control clicking on them, which is a good thing to be doing. Oh, there's the Des Moines. Okay. Oh, good. Just in time to not affect that drop, but you've got the next one coming up. So you'll mess up that drop quite a bit. That's good. There's the Enterprise. Oh, epic dodge. And your Kagero is dead. Most likely. I love how the carrier is trying to drop the Enterprise. That's just such a waste at this point. He should be dropping the Yamato. Yeah, and they did look like auto drop shark. That's true. Alright, well at least you got the Yami on fire now. But, I mean, look at the score, look at the time. You've lost. I think when you went down here, that was way too far out of the battle. You should have gone this way. You definitely should have AP'd the side of the Des Moines. Like, seriously? You should have really AP'd that guy. Gotten him off the board. There goes the CAG, he's dead. And that's probably going to be the game. So what I'm going to do... Again, I want to test something out here, so... Yeah, never mind. Doesn't matter. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said, you know, the Ibuki is a really frustrating game to play, as once again, I think, yeah, my game froze and crashed. The Ibuki is a really tough ship to play because it's got power, it's got capabilities, but at the same time, it's really difficult to cause a change in the battle in your favor. So, you know, you've got to work on that, you know, the balance of when to get in their face and when to sit back. You never got in their face really, and I think that's where you could have made a much bigger impact on the game. So, there's my suggestion to you. Alright, now we're